Hey, it is Kenny from Kenny's Audiophile Record Reviews. Thank you very much for viewing my channel. Please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. In this video, I thought I would show my Herb Alpert album collection. I don't have a lot of them, but Herb Alpert is one of my favorite musicians of all time. There's very few musicians who play music that almost the vast majority of their work that I tremendously love and enjoy. It's almost like me and Herb Alpert have the same taste in terms of the style and vibe of music. And I think Miles Davis is the same way. Gary McFarland, the vibes player, I was the same way with his music. It was just tremendous how much I enjoyed the vast majority of the music that they issued, and Herb Alpert is one of them. I'm also going to reveal at the end of this video which album I think is the best Herb Alpert album of all time. Now, I have to put an asterisk or a caveat on that, and that is I don't have every Herb Alpert album, and also I don't have a Herb Alpert album beyond the 80s. And I know his recent work is probably fabulous as well. So it's based on the music that I actually have. So in my opinion, what I think is the greatest Herb Alpert album ever. And I love this album. Like I said, I'll reveal which album that is at the end of this video. Also, these records I'm going to show you are not in any particular order, and there could be some duplicates in there. I try to take as many duplicates out as I could, but I know I missed some. But we're going to get into this, and like I said, I'm going to quickly show you the albums I have and then get to my favorite, what I think is the best Herb Alpert album of all time at the end of this video. I'm going to start with this album, Warm, by Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. These has a hype sticker up front. Here's the back of the cover. This is perhaps one of the most famous album covers of all time. Whipped Cream and Other Delights. It's a beautiful, beautiful, famous album cover picture. Really a fabulous idea for an album cover, in my opinion. Should have sold a ton of those. This is Herb Alpert's four-sider record, which is a 2-album set. A&M Records did this, I believe, with several other artists. I know I have one by Sergio Mendes in Brazil '66, a 4-sider album. It's the equivalent of a, I guess you say, a greatest hits album. Just You and Me. This is a Greatest Hits Volume 2 album. Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. This is one of my favorite Herb Alpert albums. I remember this when it came out as if it were yesterday. I think it was 1979. Yeah, this is my freshman year of college when this came out. And this was a fresh, really fresh new vibe for Herb Alpert at the time. It's an amazing album. With the song Rise and Beyond the Rain and Rotation. All those are my favorite songs on this album. Rise, Beyond the Rain, and Rotation are all fabulous efforts by Herb Alpert. You Smile, the song begins. Solid Brass, Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. I said I don't have too many Herb Alpert albums, but like I said, I'm showing you the ones I have. And like I said, I apologize if I show any duplicates. What Now, My Love album. His album covers were fantastic. These are all on the A&M record label, obviously. This is Volume 2. Herb Alpert Tijuana Brass. Volume 2. Hugh Masekela and Herb Alpert. Main Event Live. Both fabulous trumpet players, Herb Alpert And Brother Hugh Masekela is another one. Summertime. This is a Rise album. I think it's this is a single, I believe. I think this may be a 45. No, it's a 33 1/3 RPM record, single. Rise on one side. I'm not going to bother pronouncing the name on the front side because I'll mess it up. I'll just show it to you. And Rise is on this side. Herb Alpert. This is a single. Actually, is it a single? No, it's not a single. It's actually an album, full album. This has obviously the song "Keep Your Eye on Me." That's an amazing song. I remember when that came out. That song "Keep Your Eyes on Me" sounds fabulous on an audiophile system. It really, really does. Keep Your Eyes on Me. And this is the single, Keep Your Eye on Me. The single record. Yeah, extended version. Diamonds, featuring the great Janet Jackson on vocals. That was, I thought that was a great period for Herb Alpert personally. It was a nice, fresh departure from his 1960s and 1970s work, in my opinion. And he did it with great class and great energy. He brought a great trumpet instrumental vibe to the musical community at that time. And Beyond was another one. He adapted to that time very well. Like I said, from the 60s, the 70s, worked in the 80s. He made those transitions exceptionally well. The Lonely Bull. And what a great song that was. Herb Alpert's ninth. Herb Alpert and Tijuana Brass. Coney Island. Fandango. Wild Romance. Bullish, Herb Alpert, Tijuana Brass. Great looking cover, by the way. SRO. I showed this one already, so I won't show it again. This is Herb Alpert's ninth. I showed Wild Romance. Like I said, there are some duplicates in here. I took a lot of duplicates out, but I probably just forgot to remove some, so I apologize for that. Blow Your Own Horn out. Another give you 45 RPM single. There's a promo copy of Rotation. There's a single from the Herb Alpert Rise album. And I think I showed this one again, but I showed it again. Coney Island. I showed The Lonely Bill. I'm not going to show that again. I think I showed this one already, but if I didn't, I'll show it again. What Now, My Love? And what else? Oh, it's Greatest Hits. Now I'm going to get to what I think is the greatest Herb Alpert album of all time. Now, like I said, there's an asterisk and caveat assigned to this because I don't have every Herb Alpert album, so it's somewhat unfair. But this is the best amongst I have anyway. And please, if you have a favorite Herb Alpert album, please leave it in the comment section below. This is a Herb Alpert album that I listened to the most, over the years. And I discovered this album when I was in college, probably around my, I don't know, freshman or second year of college. And ever since then, that is the most album I played the most from Herb Alpert. And that is You Smile, the Song Begins. This is an amazing album. It just sounds fabulous. And there's a lot of great songs on this album. I think the only song on this album that I just dislike, and I'll show you the song listing if you can see it. But the only song on here that I kind of dislike, and I wish it was not on this album, because to me it doesn't, it somewhat ruins the vibe and groove of the album. This song by Alone Again Naturally. Alone Again Naturally. And I think that was a Gilbert O'Sullivan song, if I recall. And I didn't even like his version. But, I mean, but everything else on here is an amazing effort by Herb Alpert. This, to me, minus the song Alone Again Naturally, is really great. This song called Song for Herb is amazing. You know, You Smile, the Song Begins. There's a lot of great songs to listen to on this album. He does a version of Last Tango in Paris that's quite good. However, it's not better than Gato Barbieri's version from the movie Last Tango in Paris. In terms of the song, The Last Tango in Paris, to me, that's Gato Barbieri. That belongs to him. Although Herb Alpert did a really good job of that song on this album. I like Brother Gato's better, but this is the best album that I ever heard by Herb Alpert. This is my favorite song by Herb Alpert, in my opinion. And these things are objective. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just a matter of, you know, our taste in music in terms of, you know, what we vibe and groove to. So it varies from person to person. You might think this is early 80s records, and I can't find the one that I want to show you. But maybe some of his early 80s records are some of your favorites. I think a second, and please give me a few minutes to see if I can find it, but I think the second best, in my opinion, and I probably can't find it real quick, it is one second, please. Here it is. I think Herb Alpert's Rise album is his second best album, in my opinion. This is an amazing album. Like I said, I remember this album when it came out as if it were yesterday. So I'm going with You Smile, the Song Begins at number 1. And the number 2, a very close second, is the Herb Alpert Rise album. This, like I said, this came out my freshman year of college. And at that point in time, I listened to this record a lot. And the songs Rise, Beyond the Rain, and Rotation are fantabulous songs. They just simply are. They're over the top amazing. It's an amazing effort by Herb Alpert. It's a very close second. But the best, You Smile, the Song Begins. So that is my favorite this is my favorite Herb Alpert album, and that is my Herb Alpert record collection. Please, if you're into Herb Alpert, please leave your favorite album in the comment section below. Thank you very much for viewing my video. Please like and subscribe. God bless, strong love, and please keep the peace worldwide. And Herb Alpert, I love your music if you're watching this video. Thank you for viewing my video. God bless, strong love, keep the peace worldwide.